Strat-O-Matic Excel Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Troller. 1972 to 1975.
Game 154, Las Vegas at Portland. Welcome back, baseball fans. 1972-75 carryover league. We are back into divisional rounds, best of 7 series here. And today we're in the Mountain Time Zone with the two truly fictional expansion teams, with teams in Las Vegas and Portland playing. What's really cool about these teams is that they have won this division the last 3 years. Portland last year, Vegas the 2 years prior, meaning that the Arizona and Colorado, how do we say that, semi-fictional teams, because we know they exist, but not till much later, they've been shut out of winning the division. And these two squads have been up to task. Best of 7, we got a developing story here. Let's show you what's happening. Game 1, opening up in Vegas. Rob Gardner for the visitors and Blue Moon Odom for Vegas, and this is a rout. 10-6. If you recall, Vegas has an anemic offense, but they somehow figured out 10 runs today. 10-6, we had a Mike Anderson homer in this. Bunch of different innings where Vegas scored. This offense is the most challenging offense that I have, yet today they had no problem whatsoever. A stunning 10 runs and 17 hits, 5 walks, only struck out twice. I mean, it's really weird how, they strung it together. But they did. That's part of this developing story. Game 2, again, Vegas. They hold home field again. It's Nelly Briles, much better starter for the visitors, against Jim Lonborg. 9-1 this time. What is going on in Las Vegas? I mean, this is like the Greg Gross team. Nothing against Greg Gross, but he's their leading hitter with a .294 average, which is fine, which is great, actually. But they have no power whatsoever to speak of. But they get this game, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 singles will do it for you, folks, most times. 9-1 Vegas. Then when we go to Portland for a Game 3, oh, this is a heartbreaking affair here. It is Ken Brett for Vegas against Ray Corbin for Portland. This is a much closer affair. Top of the 5th inning, after 2 outs. Number 9 hitter, 203 hitting Ed Brinkman singles. And then Juan Beniquez has the 1-7-10 card. He rolls 1-7, homer 1-2, fly ball the rest. And he rolled, what's funny, this is what he did roll. He rolled a 1, which just happens to be here right now by coincidence. But he rolled a 1 homer, got the 2-run homer. Shouldn't have been a home run, but he got it. Bottom of the 6th inning, Robert Montgomery gets a triple off of the Brett card, scores on a base hit. It's 2-1. Stays that way until the 9th. Max Leone trying to get a save. You get a single, you get a pass ball, a foul out. Runner at second. You get a single by Dave Rossello. And Ron Bloomberg trying to score from second on a single on a 15 chance. Rolls the dice. 19 comes up. Thrown out at the plate trying to tie the game. And heartbreaking fashion, Vegas has won the first 3 games, and the breaking story, folks, is that Las Vegas started this season 1-5, and we thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the league because they got no offense virtually, or at least they have no power. They started the year 1-5. Look at Las Vegas now. Winners of 7 straight. They were down 0-2 to Arizona in the previous series, ripped off 4 straight, and the first 3 here. Plus, these are 7 divisional wins, this 7-game winning streak. So pretty impressive stuff here. They are now in first because we haven't sorted this. Portland was, and yeah, this is division's up for grabs. But Vegas has a 7-game winning streak. Funny part about it is I could easily see them having a 7-game losing streak. But right now, things are looking golden for them, including today's matchup. Vegas in Game 4 will send Woody. Woody Fryman is taking the mound. His Tiger 72, 10-3, 2.05 ERA in 114 innings against the seemingly overmatched Bill Butler, a Kansas City Royal in 1974, 4-6 with a 4.09 ERA. Not to mention Vegas is actually better against lefties, Portland better against righties. Vegas has more power against lefties. This is what we call in the baseball broadcasting business the perfect storm for a 4-game sweep. So we pretty much think Vegas is going to win this road game. Heavy favorites to do so, stunningly enough. Let's get started from Portland. Leading off, it'll be Juan Benitez. 1-6 grounds the third. Strat-O-Matic can be a cruel mister sometimes. Portland's finding that out. Greg Gross, 57 is a K. Wes Parker, 54. Third X. Third baseman is Art Howell, 4.35. Makes the play. Bottom of 1. It's Bernie Carbo leading off against the lefty. Grounds the first. Angel Mengual, 67 is a K. Bob Montgomery, 56 is a K. Top of 2, it's Barry Foote, 49 is a walk. Mike Anderson, 39 is a K. Ken Berry, 411. Center X. In center field, you have Ouch. Angel Mengual's a 4-12. Well, a double turns into a single. Single like that. On the corners, they're going to bring it up for Tim Cullen. 210 pop out, and with 2 outs, A-Rod, original A-Rod, Aurelio Rodriguez, 68, flies to left. Another factor for Las Vegas, all their defense is already in the game. So normally A-Rod and Mike Anderson are on the bench. They start at right field and third base. So trying to get on versus this defense is almost impossible. You got Greg Gross as a 2 in left. Tim Cullen's a 2 at second. Everybody else is 1s. That's Brinkman and A-Rod and Wes Parker and Ken Berry and Mike Anderson. My goodness, their defense averages like 1.7 fielding rating against left-handed pitching. That is staggering advantage for any road team to have. Frank Robinson leads off in the bottom of the second. 46. Double on an 8 is a base hit. Tommy McGraw. 4-4 off of Woody. Double on a 19 is a double. Second and third, it's time for Portland to erase all the bad analytics we've been talking about in this game and take a lead that they do not relinquish. It's Billy Parker. 32 grounds the third. Now they got to bring the infield up for Art Howell. 66 off Fryman is your sac fly to left field. Can they win this game? 1-zip. John Bateman, 6'11. Short X. Brinkman, you may as well forget it. A 1-8. Right up there in Bud Harrelson, Larry Bowa, Mark Belanger territory. Easy Ed Brinkman. Great little passport to bring with you to the playoffs if you get there. Little vacation, carry on, Ed Brinkman. Speaking of the devil, here he is. Brinkman leads off in the third. 1-5 pops the first. Juan Benitez, 5'10. Walks. Ace Steeler. Gross. Man, what's catching? Minus 1 arm. I'm letting Gross hit away. Bill, you look at Butler's card and you're like, I don't, just keep turning cards. Eventually you'll get something. 58's a K. With 2 outs, I'll try a steal with Benitez. He makes it. He's in scoring position for Wes Parker. 4-4, he connects. It's Homer 1-17 if you have power. And yes, let's take a look at the Wes Parker card, folks. Let's take a look at it. Wes Parker has power versus lefties, not versus righties. Matter of fact, against lefties, Foote, Anderson, Parker, Berry, A-Rod have power. And most of those don't have it against righties. Berry doesn't have it against righties. So, yeah. That is gone. It is a 2-run blast. And Vegas takes a 2-1 lead. Barry Foote. 2-7 is a K. Bottom of the third, Dave Russillo. 4-9 walks. Carbo. 1-8, Bernie Carbo. Let's take a look at this fine young card from the Cardinals 73 set. 286. And draws a ton of walks. Eventually, he'll be a Red Sox, Cardinal. Was a Red, Cincinnati Red. Great fun player. Always had interesting strat cards every other year, it seemed. 1-8, homer 1-11. It'll be a 2-base hit. Russillo, 12, will not run. Second and third, down a run. It'll be Angel Mangual. And Woody Fryman walks him. Blowing my analytic proposal all together. Bases loaded. It's Bob Montgomery. 66, another sac fly. So Fryman's thrown 2 sac flies in the game in a 2-2 affair. First and second, 1 out for Frank Robinson. 62, right X, but you got a 1 out there, a 1E7. And that is caught. Tommy McCraw with 2 outs, 4-10. Third X, but you got A-Rod. This is what you need. Oh, 1E7 makes an error. That's going to be an error. That's a very low E rating. It must have been a very low percentage chance to make an error. If you ever want to chase a result in this spreadsheet, you can do that right here under fielding rating. It's got to be a low one, 11.59%. Once you roll the E rating, that doesn't mean an overall ground ball's 11% chance. It just means that when you get into the E rolling territory, if you get down that low, closer to 0 you get, the easier it is to get the error called, and that's what just happened. 2 original A-Rod. Blowing the strategy of the great defense. That reloads the bases. Did not want that to happen to Woody. Now he's got to bear down for number 6 hitter Billy Parker. 280 Ks. 2-2 game, though. Portland has sent 2 more batters to the plate in this one. Mike Anderson, 66 is a K. Ken Berry, 67 is a K. Tim Cullen, 211, rolls a short. Bottom of the fourth, it's Art Howell, 36. Homer, 1-10, double the rest, it's a double. John Bateman, 59. Second C, they're going to bring the infield up for Russillo. 210, center B question mark. We love sac flies in Portland. They have 2 so far. They're trying to make it 3 in a row here. Art Howell's a 12, 13, 14. And he makes it. How often do you get 3 sac flies through 4 innings? Not very. 3-2 Portland. Bernie Carbo, 45. Another hit off the Fryman card. Angel Mangual, 68. Skies the center. Top of the 5th. It's A-Rod. 2 9s, a base hit. Now you got Ed Brinkman. You almost want to bunt here. I mean, when you hit 203, bunting is not off the table, folks. Brinkman's going to drop it down. This team feels like even if they tie this game, they're not going to lose, not with their defense. So he drops a bunt down in the 5th inning. A-Rod, a pretty decent runner, actually. He's on second base. He was a beast stealer a year ago. Yeah, he's a 14 still. Juan Beniquez. 111 grounds to short. And with 2 outs, it's Gray Gross. 5-12 is a strikeout. Bill Butler finishes 5 innings, which was his breaking inning. So from here on out, it's gravy out of Bill Butler. Bottom of the 5th. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Okay, bottom of the 5th. It's Bob Montgomery. 6'10", center X. But you don't even have to roll. It's Ken Berry's a 1-0. Just automatic out. Frank Robinson. 1-9's a hit by pitch. Tommy McCraw. 45 off of Fryman. I keep saying off of Fryman, base hit. He's having a terrible day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men have reached. Base hit to left field. Robinson can still run a little bit. He's a 12. He's going to try and go to third on the plus armor grows. And he's thrown out at third base. Trying to go coast to coast for some insurance. Didn't work out. So it's 2 outs now. And Billy Parker. I like the, the guts for Portland in that situation. Just didn't work out. Billy Parker, 312 is a low max. Well, you'd rather get a low max for 1 out instead of 2 or 3 outs, I guess. All right, you got Bill Butler, a starter 5 in a 3-2 game. I'm of the opinion that you don't let this kid lose. Like, for this competitive league, he's one of the weaker starters. And he's going against a pitcher, Fryman, whose ERA is 2 entire runs better than his. So to protect him, the minute he puts a guy on, we'll give him a quick hook. So it'll be Wes Parker leading off. 2-11, grounds the third. Barry Foote, 6-11. First X. Tom McCraw's pretty good. He's a 2-8 at first base. But he kicks the ground ball. Can't do that. Can't do that when you're down 0-3 in a series. Now you got Mike Anderson. Let's take a look at the Mike Anderson card. Anderson was with the Phillies. Always had great defense and an arm in right field. Some years he hit lefties very well. This was one of them. And he steps in the box, and there's going to be a pitching change. So Butler leaves after 5 1/3. Going to bring a righty in here. And Portland will go to Don Durham. Don Durham was a Cardinal in 72, 2-7, 4.31 ERA, but he's really good as a righty who gets righties out. He will come on in the 6th inning. Start knocking the bats out of some of these right-handed hands. As again, we said, Vegas, not much power or at all against righties. Much better against lefties. So Mike Anderson will step in. Here is the pitch. 52, sky's the center. And with 2 outs, it's Ken Berry. 2-5, grounds to short. It stays 3-2, bottom of the 6th. Art Howe. 4-4 off Fryman. Homer 1-11. If you got power, and Art Howe has it. Art Howe, power versus lefties, not versus righties. 4-4, 1-11 off of Fryman. It is gone. Fryman had a 3-up and 3-down first inning. It's been crap since. Pretty lousy start in an attempted sweep. John Bateman, 6-12, right X. Out in right field, you got Mike Anderson, a 1-7. Makes the grab. Dave Ursello, 49, is a walk. You know, if Portland would just roll in their own cards, they'd probably get out. They're finding everything on Fryman's. Bernie Carbo, 2-8, base hit the right field. Ursello with 1 out. No, he will not attempt to advance. First and second, Angel Mangual. 37, let's take a look at Angel Mangual's card of 1972. Got himself a World Series ring with those Oakland A's. Getting 246. They really didn't have, I mean, they had Reggie and Rudy in the outfield, but center field was this black hole, eventually filled by Bill North. Claudel Washington, Angel Mangual, others. Jose Tartable. Angel Mangual, 37, double 1-5. That is a single. Another RBI. Infield comes up for Bob Montgomery, 69. And guess what, folks? With a runner on third and the infield up, 6-9. You guessed it, sac fly number 4 of the day. This might be a Strat-O-Matic record for me. 4 sacrifice flies in 5 innings. Wow. Now you got a runner at first and 2 outs. Frank Robinson. 67 is a K. 6-2 should be enough for Portland to avoid the sweep. Tim Cullen, 35 single. A-Rod 2-2. Center B plus injury. Well, this, you can see, like what I was saying, Vegas had won 7 in a row. I could just see them falling apart like they are today and losing 7 in a row. Boswell will take over at third base. Ed Brinkman, 2 nines, a single. Beniquez, 58, flies to left. And with 2 outs, it's Greg Gross, 47, is a strikeout. Stretch time here in Portland. Happy day for them after the 3 losses they just incurred. They're up 4. We've been enjoying this wonderful Mighty Baby LP of 1969. Some psychedelia action from across the pond. Very cool, weird stuff from Mighty Baby. Let's throw down this one, Egyptian Tune. This is a really cool one, yeah. All right. Bottom of the 7th. Trying to pad their lead. Woody Fryman is a starter 8, though. I can't imagine why I had let him pitch 8 innings. As terrible as he's been. It'll be Tommy McCraw. 2-6. It's a base hit. You know, that's enough. That's just silly. I mean, you know, you're a punching bag at that point, and you screw up your ERA enough, you're not going to even compete for the Cy Young. So he's gone. 6 lousy innings in a batter for Woody. Pat Jarvis comes trotting out of your Vegas pen to face Billy Parker. 55 short X. This should be a double play, and it is. Art Howell, 36 against a righty, triple onto 8 double. It's a 2-base hit. John Bateman, 110, pops to short. Any defense for Portland? Not really. They'll just leave it alone. I guess there is some defense, but they'll leave it alone. Well, I don't think, yeah, they should bring some defense in. So Coggins will come in and play left field. Sure. So that got better. Gary Sutherland can come in and play second with Parker going to third. And we just rid the team of 2 4s and replaced them with 3s. Just a little bit of help with 6 outs to get and a victory in sight. And let's get to the back of this bullpen here. We're going to go an inning with Mr. Ray Sadecki in the 8th. Actually, you know what? It'll be Strohmeyer in the 8th. John Strohmeyer. Now, he's a righty. He's really good getting lefties out. And we got a switch hitter leading off. So, Strohmeyer comes on in the 8th. He will face Wes Parker. 1-9 for Wes Parker is 1-1-7 is a base hit. Now you got Barry Foote. 5'10", center X. Center field, oh boy. Mangual's a 4-12. A 3-base error, oh boy. And makes it 6-3 with a runner at third for Mike Anderson. Blaine back, big lead. 1-7, Mike Anderson gets a base hit at 6-4, just like that. And fans of Portland are very disappointed in this pitching scenario. Your tie run now is Ken Berry. He doesn't have power, so he'll pitch to him. But Ken Berry gets a single, and here's Vegas with 4 straight base runners. And they can bring the lead runner to the plate. Another guy who doesn't have power, Tim Cullen. He'll swing away. 59, rolls the second. Puts him in scoring position for Ken Boswell, who came in for the injured A-Rod. But Strohmeyer's good against lefties, so he'll pitch to him and play back. 4-4, short X. This is a 3-36 Rosello. And it makes the play, but they played back the 2-run lead, so it's an RBI. sloppy game. It's 6-5, and it's Ed Brinkman, a 200 hitter. It might be time to go for the 4-out save out of Ray Bear. They're going to do that. So Strat-O-Matic can only go 2/3 of an inning. They're going to go Ray Bear to try and get the final 4 outs. Bear was a Cardinal. His ERA was 53 cents, the lowest ERA in the entire 16-year carryover league timeline that they play. Though his whip is about 130. Still a great card, but just not as scary as that earned run average would indicate. He will face easy Ed Brinkman with a tie run at second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Ed Brinkman. 59 off the pitcher's card, rolls to second. It's a 1-run affair. All right. Jarvis will leave. Fred Sherman comes on in the 8th for Vegas. Sherman was with the Tigers a year ago. We now have him here with his Astro card of 74. 2-5, 4.13 ERA in 61 innings. Trying to keep this a 1-run affair. And it'll be Dave Ursello. 2-5 short. Carbo up top. 2-6 first. And with 2 outs, Mengual. 45 walks. Bob Montgomery. 63 pitcher X Sherman. It's an E23 pitcher. That's going to be an error. That'll bring up Frank Robinson. Now serving as, oh, he's been the DH, that's right. Yeah, Montgomery was catching. Okay, 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch to Frank Robinson. 1-6. Let's take a look at the Frank Robinson card of 1973. And the guy hits 30 homers. More homers than he hit with the Dodgers in 72, or any of the 3 years that Baltimore went to the World Series in 69, 70, or 71. Of course, it pales to 66, I understand, but still, 30 dingers for Frank Robinson in 1973. That's gone. Homer 1-17, a big 3-run home run, and Portland breathes a sigh of relief. Looks like this game will not get away from them. Tommy McCraw lines out to end the inning. And Ray Bear just needs to get 3 outs in the 9th and a 4-run lead. Juan Beniquez. 45 is a single. He goes to second. Ray Groves 2-7, another single. Runners on the corners, playing back for Wes Barker. 2-7 pops to short. Playing back for Barry Foote. 68 pops to first, and with 2 outs. Down to Mike Anderson. 2-7 is a strikeout. There it is, 9-5. Portland gets themselves a win in this series. They're still down 3-1. This still could be a gentleman's sweep. Portland wins 9-5. Bill Butler, big game Bill Butler. Nice day for him. He gets the win. Woody Fryman just falls flat when his team needed him for a sweep attempt. And there you go. So we'll give you, I'll play a game 5 and a 6 and 7 if necessary. Give you those results at the end of the video. So stay tuned. Folks, here's the box score from the game 4 you just saw. Portland wins 9-5. Butler, 5 1/3 innings, just 3 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts. One of the best starts of the year for Butler. Woody Fryman, there it is. Terrible game. 6 innings, 10 hits, 5 walks, 6 runs. They lose, but can they get a gentleman's sweep by winning game 5? Taking 4 out of 5. And the answer is, you betcha they did, behind Jim Lonborg, beating Nellie Briles. Briles lost twice in this series too, by the way. Lonborg, 7 1/3, 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Nellie Briles, 6 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs in this one. Portland, or Vegas should say, just squeaked out enough offense to what was potentially going to begin another losing streak after their winning streak. But they just got enough offense in the 4th inning to outlast Portland. Their comeback attempt, they had 4 doubles in the last couple innings. Made it 6-5, but They brought in Max Leon to get a save at the very end there. Montgomery and Carbo had doubles in the 8th and 9th innings. Just fell short, did Portland. Trying to come back 0-3 in this thing and send it back to Las Vegas. Didn't happen. Vegas wins 6-5, winning 4 games to 1. It's very early in the season, but they have a very nice little performance here. 9-6. Game lead over Arizona, who they beat 4 games to 2. And 2.5 game lead over Portland, who they beat 4 games to 1. Colorado. Excuse me, bringing up the rear. That's it. Breaking up your Las Vegas Rivieras, winning 4 out of 5. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time.